the volume.
Turn up the volume.
You've arrived at the destination for all things Kentucky. This is the Bleed Blue Network Podcast.
What is up, everybody? This is Kyndall back with the Bleed Blue Network podcast. I'm here with Paul and another guest from the UK football team, Alex Afari. How are you? We're super excited.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Blessed to be here. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Man, we're happy to have you. I kind of told you, pre-show. There's a lot of talk about you and excitement, around the football team and seeing what you can do. What's something, you've been with the team for a little while now, going into your junior year. What's kind of this year been like in preparation and getting ready to go into fall camp?
I'm one of the older guys now, so I'm just really helping the young guys out, just trying to be a leader on and off the field, show them leading by example and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's something that role I took over, being a leader.
And so, not everybody knows this, but you're, making a transition from safety to linebacker. I brought this up, and I don't even know if you know this story or not. Years ago, Winston Guy made that same transition from safety to linebacker, and he only went and played a lot in the NFL. How's that transition kind of been for you? And, it's exciting from a fan perspective. You've put on a lot of weight, muscle, obviously not weight. I'm not trying to say you're fat. Going to a position that, you can really make a big difference and bring your speed and athleticism to the table.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited because White told me about, moving down to the linebacker spot. That was something that I wanted to do. Also, I think it will help me in the next level too. So yeah, I'm excited for that switch.
What's kind of this year been like from a team perspective? The camaraderie and especially on the defensive side of the ball. We just talked to Zion. It seems like you guys are pretty close, but also have a lot of talent and pushing each other a lot more than maybe you have in years past.
Yeah, for sure. I think every room is close, like linebacker room, safety room. Everybody's close with each other. So there's a lot of people, healthy competition as well too. So yeah, that's something that we didn't have in the past. So I think that's gonna help us win some games and stuff like that.
Now, he said he's the best smack talker on the team. Is that true?
I don't know. I give it to him. He up there. And Jordan Love up there too. Yeah, I think he up there. Yeah.
Do you like to talk on the field, or is it more so just like I'm just gonna go hit you and just get up and look at you and walk away?
I talk if they talk first. I really just play my game, just focus on my game, just play my game. But if they coming at me talking crazy, that's when I, gotta talk crazy too.
So I mean, you're a big guy. When you came out, you're about like I think 194. What are you up to now? Like 230?
No, I'm like 222.
222.
Yeah.
Is that kind of where you want to be? Or are you trying to get up a little bit more before the season starts?
Probably around this weight, 222, maybe 225, but probably play around that 222.
So you put on about almost 30 pounds.
Yeah, since I've been here. Yeah.
Wow.
What's that been like? Do you feel physically more, like, can you really, obviously you can see a difference when you put on 30 pounds, but has it kind of surprised you how much you put? 'Cause you don't look big, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you did, but it is a difference. You don't look fat, but like there's a lot of linebackers that have been really successful playing in that 230 range. I think Alabama's linebacker was like 235 that went like top 5 a couple of years. Will was Anderson. So like you kind of fit in that mold and size now. Like, is that something you're kind of striving to be now?
Yeah, for sure. It was just crazy watching how my body grew since I've been here. And I'm excited. I think I'm like around probably maybe next year I'll probably push to around 230. But right now I'm just focusing on 220, 225, around that range.
So going into the fall, what are you looking forward to the most this season?
Just competing, just learning that linebacker spot. Really, just learning from DJ. That's somebody, him and Pop, somebody I'm looking up to, teaching me how to play that linebacker spot. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
You excited that you get to hit people more?
Yeah, for sure. I'm closer to the ball, so bigger hits and stuff. Yeah.
What's the and I coming from obviously a safety position, you get to hit people a decent amount.
Yeah.
But like and you guys kind of have a little bit of a crazy mentality, I think, anyway, because you guys got to come a little bit faster to hit somebody. But like getting that closer to the ball, how much more like was it? Did you just get like giddy knowing that you're just going to get right near the action, start really just being able to be involved in like up and close in every play?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I played linebacker like around middle school. It's not the same, but like it's really it's linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like just me getting closer to the ball, there's just more plays I'm gonna make. So yeah,
it creates a mismatch. I feel like on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of times coaches and opposing teams will try and get a pass catching tight end. If that happens, that now you're the mismatch.
All right.
What is that like from you, knowing that there's going to be like you are the guy now people have to plan for on the defensive side of the ball? Is that like a pretty cool like shift?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They could throw a tight end at me, I'm gonna lock that up. Running back at me, I'm gonna lock that up. So yeah, it's fun watching like offensive coordinators. Gotta make adjustments to me.
What's it like practicing against this offense this year? In practice and compared to last year's offense.
They talented, especially on the receiver side too, and tight end room. Tight end room is underrated. They really talented in that room as well. They got a lot of depth at receiver, and they fast. So yeah, that's probably something.
It's like, I don't have to cover those guys anymore. Now you just got to deal with like the big, slower dudes.
Right.
Obviously, you're not like a super local guy, but you're local enough, right? You come from Ohio. What was that kind of process like for you? When Kentucky started coming calling, and what was it about about Kentucky and the SEC that led you down here?
Man, it was easy, really. I've been coming here since I was in 8th grade. My cousin George played here, so I've been coming here since I was young. So, and Kentucky recruited me early, so that was easy. Coach Merrill had a good relationship with Coach Merrill, so yeah, that was easy. He came to my high school all the time. I got a bunch of people from my high school that came here and played football here, so that was pretty easy for me to come here.
What's for like, so you've been through some wars and things like that. What's something this year going into, you guys have some highly touted position groups. I think I've seen the secondary is listed as the projected like the number 3 secondary in the SEC. Yeah. The D line projected to be 1 or 2 depending on who you look at. Front 7 is supposed to be up there. Looking at that side of the ball and how, everybody we've talked to from Max to Zion, and talking about that dominant, is that now an expectation where you guys know and can confidently say, hey, like we can go out and dominate teams from where the whistle comes out, where you're maybe not in past years. It's been like, hey, we got to scheme right. We got to make the right plays. But like you guys got dogs at multiple positions and 2 and 3 deep now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. And like we got a lot of experience. People that played a lot of football, SEC football. We got younger guys as well, too, that I feel like they're going to be ready to play as well. So, yeah, I can't wait to watch how it all unfolds. I think we're going to be real good, especially on the defense side.
But you can't wait to hit somebody.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Do you feed off of the atmosphere in Kroger or whenever you're at a visitor's stadium off of that energy, or are you I know you said you don't really typically are the first to talk crap, but.
Nah, yeah, I definitely feel it. I feel the energy for sure, especially if a big play happens, somebody make a big hit, somebody force a fumble. Yeah, I love when it get routed up in Kroger.
What's been kind of the funniest moment for you playing in an actual game that you can remember where something happened and you walked kind of off after a play just laughing, just like, hey, that was kind of funny?
I'll say when I forced that fumble, I think think it was the first game last year. I didn't know he fumbled the ball. I just hit him and just turned around, getting ready for the next play, and I just see Jalen Geiger just grab the ball and just run for the touchdown. And I was like, that really just happened.
He nicely said he hit the guy. You that's illegal in 48 to 50 states what you did to him.
That was crazy seeing that happen. Yeah.
And then that was Geiger ran like his knees were like on fire too. All that I was like, go. I wanted to push him. I was like, go faster. I asked Di on this, but like, what's it like now having 3 guys on the defensive side of the ball that have won a national championship? They know what that standard is to be a defensive national champion winner. How is that helping, the guys that have been here? Obviously, you're an older guy, you've seen a lot, but like even yourself, how is that, really kind of playing into this team?
They got they played a lot of football, good football, you know what I'm saying? They win. So I think they gonna bring that to Kentucky. They're not gonna let nothing slack, you know what I'm saying? If they see something that's not right, I feel like they're gonna speak up and stuff like that. Yeah, they're gonna bring a winner mentality here.
Who on the team is the best NCAA 25 player?
I'll say me. I barely lose. I think I've lost like maybe 3 games since I've been playing. I played like over 30 games.
Really?
Yeah, so I think I'm up there for sure.
Are you playing with Kentucky though?
Yeah, for sure. Throw it to Barry and you go catch it.
Hey, he is a cheat code.
Yeah.
What's it like kind of playing and having, seeing yourself in a video game? Like it's got to be kind of surreal,
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy because like the character, they built just like you. Like, they look just like you in the game. So
unless you're Brock.
Yeah.
But, yeah, for sure. It's just crazy seeing that. Like, I've been playing that since I was younger. So, seeing me in the game, it's still blowing my mind right now.
Did you, like, do the whole, like, funny video, like, retiring your NCAA 14 game?
I didn't do the video, but I haven't played it in a while. I ain't played it in a while, but.
There's an account. It's like a college football account that's doing like a lot of, and it's actually really cool because they're showing the stadiums from like the game in 14 and like the comparison. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's really kind of interesting because you see like some stadiums how it's actually like really changed. And then there's some that you're like, like poverty. Hey, Kroger actually looks a little bit better in this game than it did in 14, I think.
Really?
So, well,
yeah.
And we didn't, we got that big press box in the sun now. So that's it's all that stuff that you guys, you weren't around for all that.
I wasn't
you don't remember those days. Yeah. It was crazy. Talk to me a little bit about what you are kind of doing this year. Maybe that's a little bit different. Obviously, putting in a lot of weight in the weight room. But what's something that you've really focused on in your game outside of the weight room that you've said I need to get better at this going into this season?
I've been watching a lot of film, obviously on linebacker now. So I've been studying a bunch of linebackers around the NFL, around college as well, just watching how they play. It's a new position for me. So that's what I've been really dialed in and just watching film a lot.
Do you have like any one specific goal for this upcoming season or just a roundabout, I want to accomplish this season? Really
just win. I just want to win,
That's pretty common.
Yeah, just win. We just win championships, That's the goal I have for me, just winning.
Right.
When you're in your downtime, what is, obviously besides kicking ass on NCAA 25, what is it that you like to do, like when you're just kind of chilling outside of football?
I got a dog, so I be dog training him. I got a Ken Corso, he's a year old, so I just be taking him to the park, just teaching them tricks and stuff like that.
So if you see an extra size human with a dog out of the park, it's Alex Afari training his dog.
Yeah, nice.
When what's kind of like the biggest thing you've noticed from BBN in your time being here? From when you first got here to now, are you really can you feel the expectation and the excitement going into seasons a little bit more now than, even when you were coming before?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the fans have never changed. They stay by our side. If we win, lose, I feel like they got real loyalty here, since I've been here. I haven't seen no fans really change or no stuff like that. So I think they stay the same.
Yeah. No, this is a pretty loyal fan base. For
yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, everybody has kind of jumped on the basketball train for as long as we can remember. But I feel like in the last couple of years, especially as a student, a lot of us have kind of jumped on the football train since I'm a freshman to now senior for sure.
Yeah, I mean I mean I forgot who we were talking to, but the level of excitement for this season and seeing, like, I don't know if you've been by the stadium or not, like the tents that are all out right now is absolutely, like, I've never seen tents out in June.
No, I mean, me either.
And I saw someone I saw UK put the sign in that said no tents until August, and everybody was like, nah, fam.
Right on top.
We ain't doing that. Yeah. We got a studio audience now, like sitting in here listening. Like, no,
yeah, I'm
no
actually
pressure.
Really excited.
So when you were getting recruited here, what was the kind of like the one game that you remember the most when you were like, hey, like, I want to come play because I saw this and this is something I want to, really experience?
Man, it was the Florida game when we beat Florida and everybody stormed the field. That was the game. I was one of the people storming the field. So I was like, I can't wait for to come here and do this again.
So that's like an actually interesting point. Like, I've not actually heard a ton of people say, like, hey, I stormed the field, now I play there. Yeah. What's that, there's a solid chance that could happen again. Yeah. What would that feel like, or, for you being on the opposite end of that?
Man, it would be great. Like, it came back so quick. Like, right when I just remember storming the field, and like next year I'm here playing again, playing against Florida, beating Florida again. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Well, you remember this too, probably because you had family that played at Kentucky, and beating Louisville and beating Florida and things like that were not always going on. And now you don't know even what it's like to lose to these guys. Yeah. And that's like it's almost insane to talk about. Is that, do you think about that? Like, hey, like, I want to keep this going, or is that kind of stuff as a player not even cross your mind?
Yeah, I feel like I could feel the change, I feel like when I was watching Kentucky, like, I seen them, like, they would lose to, like, Louisville or, like, Florida and stuff. But now we just beating them. So I feel like we got to keep that going. We can't take a step back. We just got to keep doing that. That should be the expectations now.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's the guy on the offensive side of the ball you want to hit the least in practice?
I want to hit all of them. I ain't got one. But I really can't hit them, so we don't really hit each other in practice. So.
Well, who's different one? If you were going full game speed, who's the guy that he's running downhill, you don't want him? You're like, that's gonna hurt when I line that guy up.
Job Caddis.
Just because he's sitting there doesn't mean you have to say it. All right.
No, he's a big boy now, but he really talented, and I gotta bring it when I'm coming to hit him for sure. I know I gotta bring it.
What about, like, obviously when you first stepped on the field playing your first SEC game, what was that first wow moment of like, oh shit, I am in the SEC? Like, do you have one of those?
Yeah, probably my first game when I first played, I just looked around like, oh shit, I'm really here. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was crazy. Miami, Ohio. I just remember the first game. Yeah, I felt like that was the moment.
And now it's like, all the fun that we get to do this year, and was when you looked at the schedule, and you, like, a couple of people have talked about this, and you saw at Texas, was that something you were like, oh, this is going to be really cool to, like, experience, especially the first year they're in the conference?
Yeah, for sure. I just want to see how that is. That atmosphere, like, I just want to see how Texas is. I've never been over there, so. Yeah, I think that would be fun.
I'm glad you're not going in September.
Yeah.
Alex Zion said that. He's like, we don't want noon in September. Your cleats be melting. I've been to Texas a lot in my life, and the heat there is dumber than they should. It's hot. They should turn it down from hell to like a desert. It's really, really bad. A couple questions for you before we bounce out of here. If you were not playing football, what would be the one thing that you would want to be doing?
Probably playing basketball. I feel like I could have played basketball at Division I.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah.
Did you play against anybody really good in high school?
When we were younger, I played against Damani Bates. He played in NBA, and I played Bronny James as well too. So yeah, I had a travel AAU team. So, yeah, so I played against good players.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, to wrap us up, we'll ask you one last question. So, who on the team would you never let date your sister?
Maxwell. Maxwell.
He's now in second.
Yeah, he is.
Who's first? What? Really?
Has anyone else voted for me?
Oh yeah, it's overwhelming.
Since you guys have been?
Oh, it's overwhelming.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I think Josh is a good guy. Like, I don't know.
Alex since high school.
Yeah, I feel like
He didn't vote for you though.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
wait, it might be because he was sitting
That's
there.
why Mike said it's going to be your revenge tour.
He had 3.
Barryon has 3. Max had, he has 3 now. No, he has 2.
he has
Max
2.
has 2, and Gilmore has 1. You're at like 6.
I disagree with that. No, I disagree with that.
Hey, in fairness, Zion said you were a really nice guy in the last show.
Yeah.
He's like, why is anybody giving
Yeah.
him the Caddis?
He picked up the piece.
Oh, this is going to be a great episode. Alex, man, we really appreciate you jumping on here. We're excited to see you play, obviously change your positions, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again at some time later in the season.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, appreciate
Thank
it, man.
you.
Have a good one. Go Big Blue.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Bleed Blue Network podcast. We hope you enjoyed diving deep into the world of Kentucky sports with us. Don't forget to stay connected by following us on Twitter at BleedBNation. Your feedback means the world to us. So take a moment to leave a review. Not only does it help us improve, but it also helps others discover the show. Until next time, keep cheering, keep listening, and keep bleeding blue.